It may be a little unorthodox, but this outback pub was traded on trust.
Here's luck.
In remote Western Queensland, the Stonehenge Hotel operates as the town's bar, fuel station, motel and meeting place. Tony Jackson owned it for 6 years.
It's integral to the running of this town. It's a great meeting place in town. It's a great social hub of the whole district, and without it, the little town would be had it. I just happened to say one night here when after everything had gone, I just said, and there were a few locals here drinking, and I said, anyone who wants to buy this bloody thing, it's for sale.
Grant Champion and Tom Auriac were perched at the bar and having a few coldies. 2 years later, they own the business outright, thanks to an unusual vendor finance arrangement.
They paid $1,000 every Monday until it was all gone. Never missed. They never missed.
Well, the champagne bottles come out anyway. We're over the moon about it all. To officially actually own something has been pretty cool.
The 20-something-year-olds laughed when asked if they would have stood a chance getting a loan from the bank.
Two 24-year-olds, not a dollar to our names.
They say it was the opportunity of a lifetime and a stroke of luck that Tony Jackson agreed to support their wild idea.
I originally wanted $180,000 walk-in, walk-out for the hotel, and Grant offered me $170,000, and I said yes, and then I said to them how much money they have, and they said they had $50,000. So I said, you'll struggle to get money from the bank probably, if I would supply some vendor finance if they were interested. So we struck up a deal. I left $120,000 in, and they put their $50,000 down.
Essentially, with a substantial deposit, the duo have afterpaid the pub over 2 years.
And I think that it should be an option for more businesses if the vendor like Tony can front it, and it gets a lot of people, you know, their first step into the door.
It might not seem like a normal for the city sort of people, but people in the outback always give each other hands on properties and stuff like that. I think it's just part of the country way.
But the deal didn't come without risk, with vendor finance having little regulatory oversight and no conventional consumer or seller protection. If it had gone wrong, it could have become complicated. As the outback winter tourist trade picks up, these pub apprentices continue to learn on the job.
Doing the dishes is pretty ordinary, but you have to learn how to bite your tongue a little bit, but besides that, it's all fun and game. I think that's just a part of the hospitality industry. It's just you got to make the customers always right, so we had to learn that.
Even if they're not.
Even if they're not. More people need to have a bit more trust in one another and just have a go. And at the end of the day, you're only going to go broke. So what's the worst that can happen? You can always make more of it.
Here's luck, boys.